headphones on, completely immersed, and
Atmosphere.
you will crap yourself. But no, stuff like that. I've never got much enjoyment of watching other people play games.
It's interesting because it is something that some people find enjoyable, and for that reason, and they find it accessible. Funnily enough, my Let's Plays get dramatically more hits than my review videos. I guess because people are sharing an experience with you, you know, they're kind of having it along the same time as you are, and there's a real kind of group feel to that. It's very including.
Yeah.
So that there is a large group of people that appeals to. But I don't. I'm with you guys. I don't actually watch Let's Plays that often. I don't watch my own.
Oh,
So
right, okay.
I'll literally do it and upload it and never watch it again.
Oh, because I probably watch the Let's Play, so I get an idea what the game's like. I'll probably watch 3-4 minutes of it, so I go, yeah, that's all right then. And probably buy it or not, depending on how it goes. I think someone said that there was a statistic to do with demos in games that if there isn't a demo, they're likely to sell 30% more because people who have played the demo have realised that they don't like it and won't buy it.
That's particularly true in Japan. If there's a demo out, apparently it means it's bad.
Really?
It's a cultural thing. Generally speaking, there are no demos in Japan.
Citation required.
Citation required, most definitely. I mean, I'm recording this for some years back, and it may have changed culturally, but culturally speaking, or historically, the demo scene in Japan is very, very small because if it has a demo, it has to prove itself.
But does Japan have much of an indie scene, though? That's the question.
I wouldn't be at all surprised if it's massive.
It is massive.
Oh, right. Well, I'm talking out of my arse then, because I've not heard of anything coming from Japan. I mean, mainly it's just America.
Because they don't get translated.
Yeah, this is it. I imagine there's a huge Korean modding market as well. Because Koreans are big time into their games.
The big time into StarCraft too, mate, honestly.
Oh, yeah, Christ, yeah. Oh, that's another thing I don't get, esports.
I love esports. I can watch them for at least 10 minutes before I give up.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't knock people that are into these things. You know, if you want to do Let's Play, do Let's Play. If you want to do esports, do esports.
The thing is, though...
it's just not for me.
The thing is, though, have you seen some of these players play? I mean, bloody hell, we've got a bloke on the forum called Toad Guy who... He professes to not be the best at StarCraft. I've got StarCraft too, by the way, and I love it. It reminds me of Command and Conquer. It's great, but it was fucking expensive. And he was trying to teach me how to play, and he was going, "No, this, do this, and this." And then I went and watched some videos, and I'm thinking, Christ, the level of competence in these guys. And at the end, it gives you how many clicks per minute, and these boys were, or how many actions per minute, sorry. And some of these old boys were like in 160 actions per minute. I mean, there's loads of key shortcuts where you can just assign troops going round and bits and bobs like that. I mean, Christ, I'm like a 5-year-old going, this does this does that. And while they've done it, they've already ran in and fucking destroyed everything. Fuck.
I'm the first person to profess I'm not a very good gamer. I don't care.
I'm a good gamer at certain things, but you have to get into the zone. That's the thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, Christ, I was sitting next to someone when we were playing Halo 4. MGPX, and he said, before we even started, he said, "Oh, I'm not very good at this, so I do apologise." He then wiped the bloody floor with me.
You must be atrocious then, Rob.
I am.
Fantastic.
I think a lot of it depends on what you've been raised with in terms of your gaming.
I'm not very subtle when it comes to first-person shooters. Run forward, blow shit up, die. I have fun doing it, though.
Well,
that's the point, isn't it?
We had a Bunnies v Hogs thing because there was a lot of grief on the forum, Jen, about perverts and peasants because we're the PC elite and the console peasants, and we were also getting called PC perverts as well. So there was 2 word filter bans, and they got turned to bunnies and hedgehogs, and then there was a big what would you call it, Rob? It ended up being a massive get together, which I think has fallen on its arse now, which is a pity because it was good because we had some good PC nights.
You know why it's fallen on its arse, don't you?
Because no one's bothered to organise anything.
No, because we all now own PCs.
PC Master Race shining through. I did say to them that they would all end up getting PCs, and they have. So yeah.
Well, you're one of those ones that ends up getting a PC.
That's because I saw the future, mate. It's like most things. I know what good games are, and they come out. And then I kept telling everyone how good Hotline Miami was when it first came out, and I loved it. And now everyone else is banging on about it, how good it is.
What, you mean like me?
You have mentioned it a few times, yes, but I've
But
also
Lisa,
noticed.
On Hotline Miami, I do at least say it was you that introduced it. It was because of you.
Yeah,
I played that game because you got me into it.
it was, yes.
You still didn't have a go at it on the Vita, did you?
No, I didn't. No, I was too busy drinking your rum. Anyway,
Priorities.
priorities exactly. Good rum as well. So Jen, with what you've been good doing and how long it's been going on for, where do you see the future of RX Pixel?
I mean, at the moment, I'm just having fun and trying to meet as many people as possible and play as many games as possible. I still have a full-time job, so I can't imagine that it'll ever become, my life. But I'd like to do more collaborations and expand a bit more, and do a bit more formal stuff when I've got the opportunity to do that. A bit more professionalism into the channel. But mostly it's a very informal, fun place to be, and I'd like to keep it that way.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I think we're all looking forward to E2 next year, because I think that's going to be epic.
I think we've been invited back, Rob.
I think we all been invited back. I really, really cannot wait till E2 next year. And we've got a few more. Jen, I don't know whereabouts you're based, but can you get to London relatively easy for these things?
I can at the moment.
Because there's a few odds. Yeah, because obviously there's plans afoot which might make it slightly more awkward.
Ever so slightly. The other side of the world is quite far away.
Yes.
Now, here's a question for you, because, I mean, when you told me that you're disappearing off to the wrong side of the planet, I started sending you over links to all these Australian developers we've been speaking to.
You gave it away, Rob.
How much fun have they been to talk to?
Great.
Have you
it's
tried
also... Go on, sorry.
I was going to say, have you tried Assault Android Cactus yet?
Yeah, we I chatted to I'm gonna call him Nat because that's how he calls himself.
It's a lot easier than his name.
Very much so. I'll give it a go for the sake of promotional
Go on.
purposes. I think it's Sanatan Mishra.
Yeah, I was going to say it's like Sanatana.
Yeah, it's so not pronounced that
Is he Sri Lankan? Because I've not actually spoken to him yet.
I know it's like a traditional. You know what? I can't. He did tell me where his name was from, and I can't remember. But he came on the live stream, and I played Cactus, and had an absolutely amazing time.
It's a great game.
It is a really great game. It's fantastic.
It is. I just want.
For how far into development they are.
We've had several different builds, haven't we, Rob? And
we're on build 3 now, I think.
And when we got the first build, we were under the assumption that it was almost finished. But every time we keep getting one, it's gone. Yeah, okay, maybe it's not finished. This is getting better and better. But I really wanted to play multiplayer on it. That's all I wanted to do.
We just didn't get a chance to set it all up at MGPX. It was a bit manic, wasn't it?
Let's not lie, Rob. I forgot to bring my controller.
Oh no, there was plenty of controllers there. We could have done it.
Oh, okay.
It was just mental.
It was bloody mental. That's right. For the sake of shortening the episode and the fact that hopefully Jen's going to stay with us the rest of the night, I'm going to move on to the secret question.
Go ahead.
Are you ready?
Is it the not so secret question?
For the regular listeners, yes, but for no one who's interviewed that has caught on yet. Jen, what's your favourite sandwich?
Ham and cheese.
Fair enough.
And no, you can't just leave it at that. You've got to say which bread, any sauces.
Okay.
What sort of cheese? Are we talking mousetrap? Or are we talking something that kicks you in the face?
No, as many different types as you can fit into it. I'm quite partial to a bagel, actually. In fact, I'm going to go back exact on what I've just said and change ham to pastrami.
Yes. Ooh. Yes. Pastrami's good.
And cheese to all cheese.
What, even blue cheese?
You know what? That doesn't go very well with pastrami, unfortunately. But chuck some mustard on there, and who gives a shit?
Exactly. See, now I've got a problem with bagels. They all taste stale.
I can see what you mean by that. I can
I-
actually understand that.
Don't agree.
I've been into a bagel
I didn't say I agree. I just can understand where you're coming from.
I've been into a bagel shop in London. I thought, I'll try a fresh one because all these bloody New York ones you get in a bag, they taste a bit weird. You know, I thought, I'll get a fresh one. Tasted exactly the fucking same. This is it something to do with the preservatives in it or something? I don't get it. It doesn't taste like normal bread.
Really dense bread, isn't it? It's like 5 slices of bread in one.
Yeah, I suppose that's a good way of putting it. Okay. Oh, that's me putting my place, Rob.
There you go.
Fantastic.
You just got bitch slapped.
Not quite, but yes. I got informed better, put it that way. I'm not going to stop. We're going to go straight on, Rob, because the jingles are getting on my nerves now. I get having to come up with new ones every time. It's becoming
We
a
have
pain.
actually got an email, a lovely, lovely email sat here from the wonderful Mr. Gavin Harrison. We've got a reply to it. I must send it over to you.
Please do. Okay. Right. In the disc tray. Now, Rob, I'm going to ignore you because I've seen what Jen's put in. Now, Jen, I've got one of these games and I've played the crap out of the other one, but let's start with the first one, and that's Kentucky Route Zero. I got this on release because I like the look of it, and I did the first chapter, but I haven't played it since.
It's
odd.
You've got to be the sort of person who will appreciate it. If you didn't enjoy the first chapter, you're not going to enjoy it. It doesn't evolve. It evolves a bit, but you can tell very quickly whether you're going to get on with it. If you do get on with it, it's beautiful and artistic and mysterious and ambiguous and a real pleasure. If you don't enjoy the style of the game, that's it. Put it down.
And for the benefit of those who haven't got a running order in front of them, which game are we talking about?
Kentucky Route Zero.
I did say it, didn't I?
No.
I thought, right, I will be vindicated in the replay of this audio
Of course
file.
you will. You can prove me wrong.
Have you completed it, Jen?
No, not yet. It's being played for one of the channel's Let's Play features on a Thursday. I'm in a building and I've just got an a lift up past a room full of bears.
Oh, really? I'm still stuck underground on the trains.
Oh, there's no reason to be stuck. It's not a stuck sort of game. It's an experience.
Oh yeah, no, I was just being the person I am. Go left first and check every single direction before you go off to somewhere else in case you miss something. I mean, is it that sort of game, or is it just a...
You will eventually get to where you need to be, and everything that you see along the way is optional.
Because the story's bizarre.
Yeah, I'm not sure where it's going yet. I'm hoping it will come together.
How many parts have been released, or has the whole thing come out now?
It's all in one go.
Or was it all in one go? I thought they released the first part and then they were releasing other bits. I'm sure that's what it said when I first got it.
Perhaps it is, and I just haven't gotten to that point yet of discovering that.
Fantastic. Now, do you want to tell us what the other two games on there before we go to your last one, which I'm not going to lie, I have seen on Congregate when the first incantation of it. But
I didn't know it was on Congregate.
It was on Congregate many...
I had no idea.
It was on years ago, and I saw this and I thought, this is fucking excellent, but we'll get to that in a minute, Rob, because then you can go and find it. I'm sure it's on Congregate. Do you want to tell us about the other two games, Jen?
Yeah, so Sky Nations is a voxel-based game that, if you looked at quickly, you might, think was Minecraft, being developed by a chap called Ben Johnson.
I've heard that name.
He was also on my live streams. I don't know.
That may have been it.
He's all over Twitter. He's a really, really lovely guy, and the game is great fun. It's a kind of similar concept to Minecraft in that you use tools to gather materials, but the point is to build airships.
Okay.
You can use those airships to explore, brave new worlds, and create a new civilization and find more materials and build bigger airships, or you can just blow the shit out of each other.
It sounds a lot like